Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Aquarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger. And I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Aquarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with love. We start with the Two of Cups. I think you're somebody who is feeling very supported by the universe right now. This message is here to tell you that you are loved, that you do have love in your life. This is divine love. This is self-love. This is platonic love. This is romantic love. Where in your life do you have this love? Where can we recognize it? Where can we appreciate it? Is it being reciprocated? Are we feeling it and are we offering it then to others? You're full of love. Okay. I think you're somebody who is able to recognize when something feels strongly connected. Okay. So with this card, I think it's important that we ask, where am I feeling the love? Where am I not feeling the love? Where am I putting in a lot of energy, but I'm not getting the support back? Okay. But to also very much acknowledge, appreciate, and show gratitude for and honor those relationships that we feel are supporting us. We're supporting it, whether this is people, places, things, pets, plants, right? Whatever it is that you are supporting and you're feeling that energy is coming back, it's a flow. It's a two-way street. Okay. Let's put this card into a little bit of context. I think that you're somebody with a lot of love to give the world. There we have the Star, your superpower card. It seems like your essence is love right now. Okay? It seems like that is the, that is the essence of your spirit. You're full of this. This is the glue that's holding everything together, right? But I think that the Star is also here to show us some insight. It's the light shining into you, asking you to look at your relationships and understand, how they're functioning in your life right now. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Hermit. We have a Five of Cups, an Ace of Pentacles, and a Nine of Pentacles. I think that the Two of Cups is not just about our interpersonal relationships, but it's about all of our attachments. It's about our attraction. What are we attracted to? What do we want to unite with? It's an urge to merge, right? I think the Two of Cups is about all of those things that we sort of engage with and participate in and that we give our energy toward. I think we're being told to look at all of those things and to understand where those relationships with people, places, things, with ideas, with lifestyle, whatever, where those things are supporting us and where maybe some of them aren't working, and we need to perhaps let go of some of these. Yeah. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right over here with Alien Simon Mork Ripley right on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this message you feel like you might know what that card could be, put your prediction in the comments down below. Now, as we look around the room, two major arcana energies. I feel like right now, as full of love as you are, right? As much as love is your destiny right now, there's still this hermit energy as your general energy. So to me, it feels like you are the star. You are full of love. You are love itself. Okay? That's how you're experiencing things. But I think outwardly, we're not necessarily connecting with everybody. I think what Spirit is saying here is that we need to really understand the nature of our relationships and put forth an effort to connect with our people. Okay? If you love that person, tell them. Okay? Somehow you've been sequestering your energy a little bit. Maybe you don't know why. Maybe you've been focused on other things, internal sort of work. We've been kind of tending that internal garden, and we need a reminder every once in a while that, oh, you know what? I need to connect with my people. Maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your pet, maybe it's your plants. This is kind of saying like you have love in your life, and it's important that you acknowledge that and reconnect with those people. Friends, family, your significant other, okay, whoever's in your life. Let's reconnect, okay? Let's make sure that we lift our head up. Maybe the hermit is just, you've been really focused at work. You've been doing these other things, and we kind of forget sometimes, like, I've got to acknowledge my support system. I've got to tend not only the internal garden, but I've got to tend to my relationships too. I've got to tend to the external garden, yeah? And we see that kind of contrasted here, the internal garden of the Eight of Pentacles, a lot of internal growth. But what if your relationships, Five of Cups, what if your relationships have been suffering? Okay. It may be that you're finding the love in your life that you really want. Okay. That your destiny here is for you to embody this love. It could be that you're starting a new relationship even. We do have two aces here. Okay, and those aces are kind of the beginning that we're putting our attention onto other things. I think that your attention is shifting from your internal spiritual work. Your attention is shifting to external manifestation of the relationship that will satisfy your soul. You did the growth. Now it's time to go have the relationship. Okay? And I think that is kind of us. We're getting out of the Four of Pentacles. We're getting out of this safe place. We're getting out of this fortress of solitude. You've done it. You've grown. You've learned. You've done the internal work. You know, you've evolved a little bit. Go out there and find the relationship that you want. Go out there and connect with somebody that you know, either with the person already in your life, or find a new person, or whatever it is. Connect with something that you really truly love. The love that we have has been going inward. You've grown, you've healed, you've evolved. Now it's time to take that love and express it outwardly. Okay? I like that. So anyway, we've got our two majors. Okay? We have your spiritual essence with the star card, but we have it kind of cloaked in solitude. You're not letting your light shine. You're not letting people see the real you. This is the real you. This is who you are when you're alone. This is you in the privacy of your own sacred space. People want to see you. People want to connect with you. So it's time to take some of that starlight and make it known so that we can improve those bonds, those relationships, and our experience of the external world. It's kind of like we're disappointed in the world, right? Because our energy has been focused inwardly. You're having a very rich inner experience. We want that to be mirrored in the external world too. We want to grow the relationships. You're growing the relationship with yourself. Let's grow our relationships externally as well. We've got fire and fire, the water and the water. You got the self-love. Let's have the love for others as well. Let's demonstrate that. Let's express that. Let's secure that. Let's build those relationships. You don't have any swords cards. You don't have any air. We've got earth and earth and earth and earth. Even this is some earth energy with the hermit card. So I feel like Spirit is kind of saying, like, look, we've been doing the work. Maybe this is about like career. You've been so focused on your career and things, you know, so focused on this other very important stuff. Now it's time to have those intimate bonds. Now it's the time for connections, for intimacy, for friends, for family, for lovers, for art, for beauty, for singing, for dancing, all of those kinds of things. Because we remember with the Four of Pentacles that the power, the material world, the success in the material world is not just for power, it's for potential. It's not how much money can I hoard, it's what can I do with the wealth that I'm building? How can I make my life, how can I improve my life? Now you buried something recently, like an object or a talisman or something, right? Or an offering or an appeal to spirit. There was some kind of a ritual burial of I don't know what it is, a little something, a little token, a little figure, right? It's something that's in the dirt, right? You bury it in the dirt. Anyway, position 2, the battlefield, is your superpower card, the star card, the Aquarius card. It represents you in your sort of true self, fully revealed as the star that you are. That's your mission for this week. Let other people see the real you. Let your starlight shine. You're sort of directing that starlight inside. What happens? The outer energy, the outer face becomes dark because that light is being pushed inside. It's time now, and this is the work of karma, this is the work of like insight. I'm doing the internal work, right? Untying my knots of karma. I'm disconnecting the buttons and the triggers and the sore spots, the weak spots. I'm doing that internal spiritual work. But let's not forget about the second phase of the star energy, which is that light supposed to spill out from us. The light's coming in, but you're not letting it out. Now it's time to let it out. It's time to set your intention. It's time to develop relationships. It's time to go out there and build something in the external world, whether it's relationships or the business or whatever it is, right? It's time for you to let your essence shine. So maybe it's like you've been hiding away in the hermit mode because you feel like, I still have to grow, like I'm not ready to reveal myself to the world yet. I still have a lot of work to do. I still got to plan things. I still got to do that spiritual work. I'm not yet ready to start the business or to start the relationship. I'm not fully healed yet. I'm not fully matured yet. You're ready though. You're ready to let this energy out. Okay? And I think that it really has to do with this love. We've got to find a way to express that in the external world, whether it's through the business, pets, plants, people, whatever. Okay? Underneath the surface, we see the growth. We see the Eight of Pentacles inside here because that is you cultivating and tending to that internal garden. You've pulled the weeds from your own garden. You've done the spiritual work. Okay? You've healed. You've grown. You've evolved. Of course, you're not done yet. Nobody's ever done. We're never finished with this task. But we don't want to delay the external expression of our soul because we're trying to finish the internal stuff. Because we'll never finish. The functions of the star card, phase 1 and phase 2, they have to happen in tandem. We do the inner work, we clear the blockages, and the light flows from us naturally and reveals ourself to the world, reveals ourself as a luminous, body, and also shows us our yellow brick road. But we don't have to wait for that internal work to be finished because it's never finished. Okay? You're tending the garden, you're pulling weeds. Guess what? Tomorrow you go out to the garden, there's going to be another weed. There'll always be more, But that shouldn't prevent us from inviting our friends over to help us harvest the fruit of the garden, or for us to reap those rewards and share the bounty and share the abundance. Okay? It's never going to be perfect. So maybe you feel like this is yourself. We're kind of hiding away until I'm done, kind of, healing or evolving. Or this is a particular project or a particular manifestation that you're not yet ready to reveal to the world. It's your book, it's your art piece, it's your YouTube channel. It's not perfect yet. It's okay. You need to unveil it, even if it's not perfect. Okay. The Four of Pentacles that we see in the background is that sort of safe harbor. It is the seclusion. It is the sequestering of our energy. It's the hoarding of our our garden, right? It's our walled garden. And, it's putting a limitation on us. That we've been doing this internal work, but we haven't revealed it to anybody. That it's starting to become like isolation. What we need is kind of a tower to take some of these walls down. Because this is like we're secluding ourselves. We're excluding ourselves from life a little bit. And I think that's what we have here. We have an indication that you're doing this work. This is happening in the present moment. You're revealing yourself as a luminous being, because you have grown and healed and evolved to the point where you're ready to do this now. You're no longer hiding here. Now we have the Four of Pentacles is not here or here. It's in the past. So I think you've already exited this tower, and you're revealing yourself to the world. And you have that confidence of this Ace of Wands. You have the vision, you have the inspiration, and you're rushing forward with that inspiration. Okay? You're letting your light shine. You are a lamp, and you're raising that lamp high for the world to see. Okay? So you're publishing your book, you're publishing your art piece, you're making public your YouTube channel, the video, or like you're posting the song for others to listen to. You're out there and you're shining your light. Other people need to see you, Now, Spirit's saying something about mirrors in your house, that you avoid mirrors when you're upset or something like this, or you cover the mirrors up sometimes. Yeah. And basil. I'm smelling, and I'm seeing a basil leaf, smelling the basil right now. You're cooking with it, or I don't know, maybe it's, is it the holy basil? I love that. I drink that as well. But something about basil. Spirit's showing me and sending me the basil smell. Okay. Anyway, the Knight of Wands is really the way forward. This is in the future position. This is position 6, the Imago. It's the next step for you. Leap into it. Don't hold yourself back. Trust in this energy. Trust in whatever it is that you're initiating. This is, I have an idea, and I'm gonna start this thing. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go out there into the world. This is a projection of energy outward. This is the intention. This is the card that's saying, trust that. Don't hold yourself back. Leap into action. Don't hesitate. Feel the impulse, trust in the impulse. The horse and the rider have to be one unit. They have to trust each other. So this is Spirit telling you to trust your impulse. Go, let your light shine. It's okay to let people see the real you. It's okay to put yourself out there and try to connect with people. You're not going to connect with everybody, sure. But you've got to trust in yourself, trust in this energy, trust that what you are projecting out into the world, the light that you are, the lamp that you're lighting for yourself, that it will attract the right people to you. Who needs to see that light will see it, and they will be drawn to you. You're lighting your own lamp here, and you're letting the world see it. You're not hiding your lamp in your robe, You're holding it aloft for whoever needs to see it can see it, and they can come toward you. Okay? Putting yourself out there, whether this is through a YouTube channel, or like you're putting yourself on a dating site or something, or you're going to go out to the party, or you're going to go, meet people somewhere. I don't know where you meet people nowadays, church, the library, I don't know. But you're doing it. You're putting yourself out there. You're letting your light shine. Yeah. And you're not hesitating. You're not holding yourself back. You are confident, and you are bold, and I think that people want to see you in your full glory here. Okay. Now, we're going to talk about the path of the serpent. As we do this, I would like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed, please do. The readings are free, and it really does support the channel, and I really do appreciate you. I feel like this is big. I feel like this is something, this is major. I think you really, really have something that the world needs to see. And I think Spirit is saying that you've been holding yourself back for too long, and like not letting anybody else catch a glimpse of who you really are. And now you're doing it. And I think this is it. This is going to be the big one. This is going to be major for you. Because once you start doing that, once the hermit sort of comes out of hiding, and deals with some of that disappointment. Not everybody is going to resonate with you right off the bat, right? But I think we're going to see so much progress. We're at a 9 of Pentacles at the end here. That's absolutely amazing. This is a card of gain and growth and abundance. Okay, but we have to start the path. It's not enough to have the intention. The Knight of Wands has to leap from an intention to that actual first physical step. It's one thing to have the good idea, to want to do it, to be stimulated to do it, motivated to do it. Then you have to do it. Fire to earth, manifestation. Okay. The Hermit has been. This is your general energy, by the way. The Hermit has been doing the internal work for a long time that maybe we don't really know. Like, I don't know how to talk to people anymore. You know how when you've been a little bit asocial for a while. You've been in hermit mode. You've been in that fortress of solitude. We kind of forget what it's like out there in the people-y world, We forget how to, talk to people, how to just get comfortable. It might take the Hermit a little bit of time to reveal themselves and to get comfortable out in the world again and to get back in the swing of things in that external world. I feel like you've been very introverted lately. And now that's starting to sort of slowly shift. It doesn't have to be all at once. It's very difficult to just kind of turn it on, It's almost like when you've been studying for so long, okay? And then suddenly somebody says, hey, let's go outside and run around. It's going to take you a minute to you got to get up, you got to rub your eyes, you got to let your eyes adjust to the distance vision, And you got to warm your body up, you got to kind of stretch and loosen up, and then you can go outside and you can run around on the grass and play a little football, okay? But it takes a minute to ease into it. We have to be okay with that. We've gotten a little stiff. Maybe we've gotten a little rusty at certain things, but we're loosening up, okay? Spirit's saying that there's a strong connection with the lunar phases for you. You are somebody who's very in tune with the lunar cycles, and maybe you do your magic or your worship or your spiritual work by the lunar tides or the lunar phases. Okay. The next card we have is the 5 of Cups in the environment. This is kind of, in a way, that's what the Hermit was looking at and thinking, no, the world's a disappointment. I'm going to stay in my box. I'm going to stay in my box because the world is sad. The world breaks my heart. The world is a disappointment. Okay. And that's motivation for the Hermit to say, nah, I don't want a 5 of Cups, so I'm going to stay here. I like to move my cards around like we're on a board game. The Hermit wants to stay over here. So it turns its back on the disappointments of the world, you see? The Hermit's back, the disappointments, going to head into my little Hermit's cave. Yeah, because we don't want this. This is sadness. This is heartbreak. This is loss. This is disappointment. The 5 of Cups is a card that's saying, I was expecting something to be there. It wasn't there. And it's not going to be there right away. We have to be willing to engage with this. It's kind of just like, I have all this love, but I'm keeping it locked up inside of me where it's safe. It's like you're keeping your heart locked up in a box. Instead of just, okay, fine. I'm going to put myself out there. Not everybody's going to like me, and that's okay. I feel like that's what the Star is doing. The Star is out here kind of letting the freak flag fly and saying, here I am, world. Take me or leave me. It doesn't matter to me. I am who I am. I'm a radiant star. Not everybody is going to receive the frequency that you're putting out, And that's the 5 of Cups. Not everybody is going to. Maybe we don't want everybody to. You imagine if everybody liked you? That'd be terrible. That'd be overwhelming, right? So, we're okay with not resonating with everybody. This is kind of, as a joke, right? Reference Tarot Logic. Subscribe to my other channel. This is that phrase take what resonates, leave the rest. In a way, in this case, it kind of makes sense. If it doesn't resonate with you, fine. It doesn't have to. Okay? It doesn't mean that we're going to avoid it. It doesn't mean that we're going to get angry at it. Somebody doesn't like you. Okay, good. It's almost like, I like you more because you don't like me. Not in that desperate kind of way, but it's like, I respect you because you're not just, you're not trying to be fake. You're not just trying to get along with everybody. I respect your authenticity. Okay. Not everything has to resonate with you. But we don't have to leave the things alone that don't resonate with us, because then what? Then we're cherry picking life. Then we're just trying to find those things that agree with me, those things that are the same frequency as I am, and then I'm reinforcing who I am, that's it. And then we become narrow people. Our bandwidth gets narrow. Our starlight becomes very specialized and very narrow. So we're not leaving the things that don't resonate with us. I love those too. In a different way, for different reasons. It's contrast. It's contrast. If everything was like me, and everything liked me, and I got along with everything, life would be boring. It would be flat. It would be a 4 of Cups. So we like the 5 of Cups because at least it's movement. It's something. It makes us feel like we're actually engaged with something. Not everything is going to resonate with you, and we wouldn't want it to. So we like a little bit of turbulence, not too much, and it doesn't mean that we're going to cling to those things that don't resonate with us, but we're not going to ignore them or pretend they don't exist either. If something doesn't resonate with us, it kind of says that's what I need to pay attention to. Okay, because it means it's something that disagrees with me. It's something that has a different vibration than I do. And maybe that's something that I need to get to know a little bit. I don't have to immediately take it into me and make it part of me and change myself to conform to it. But it's something that makes me want to look at it. It makes me want to say, what are you all about? Yeah, because it's different than I am. We don't just, as human beings, we don't try to just only reinforce what we already know and love. Because then we get sort of factions of people, right? That we want diversity, we want different opinions, we want different feelings. I want people to have different values than I have. Gives me something to think about. Gives me something to contrast myself to, so that I can grow and continue to build relationships in different ways. And maybe we'll find something that is so different than us that we didn't think we resonated with us, but the more we expose ourselves to it, we start to realize that, hey, it had a lot of energy for me. It had a lot of lessons. It had a lot of insight that I needed. Yeah, 5 of Cups is really a good card, I think, to have here. The Ace of Pentacles is in the position of the obstacle, because it's difficult for us to take that first step here. But that's exactly what we need. And once we take that first step, the ball's rolling, we see our life improving, we see a lot of gain, a lot of abundance. Okay, and 9 of Pentacles is showing abundance on the physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual creative planes. Everything affects everything. A physical move, a physical step, right, which is what this is. We're taking a physical step in kind of a new direction. That's leading to a mental and emotional win or gain, right? And that's also has its corresponding progress or gain or benefit on the spiritual, psychic, creative planes as well. If this is about taking a first step in a new relationship, well, that's obviously a mental and emotional thing, but it's having a physical and financial effect, and it's having a spiritual creative effect too. Every plane affects every other plane. Reality is stacked on top of each other like that, right? Something happening in the spiritual world, it has its correspondence in the material world. Right in between that is the mental and emotional worlds, the sort of middle kingdom, right? So everything on the spiritual plane and on the physical plane meet in the middle in the mental emotional realm. So everything is connected. Everything is interdependent. Everything affects everything else. So if this is about your business or something, or your job or your career, it's going to have tremendous spiritual benefits, creative benefits, and mental emotional benefits, as well as the obvious like physical financial benefit. Okay. This is gain on every plane, and I like it. Let's look at the mystery card. This may be a 6 of Cups, right? We'll find those things that don't resonate with us. We'll find the things that do, and we're going to appreciate them both equally for what they have to offer us. Okay? So maybe this will be a 6. Maybe this will be I see a 9 of Cups or something. I feel like it's going to be some water energy, but if you have a prediction, put it in the comments. Let's see what we have. It's a 2 of Wands. The choice is yours. You either do or do not. Yeah, we either decide to go forward right now or we decide, no, I'm not ready. We see the 2 staffs here. One of them is fixed in place, see? It's kind of nailed to the wall, or it's put in one of those little holders. So it's either like, nah, this one's staying here. I'm not going to do it. The other one, maybe, I'm going to take it. Maybe today's the day I leave the castle and I go out on a little hike. I go out on a little journey. I take a trip. Maybe today is the day I venture beyond the safety of these ramparts. Put the staff back. Maybe not today. The choice is yours. This is our agency. You have been given the right in life to choose to do it or not to do it. You don't have to. If today is not the day that you venture beyond the castle walls, that's fine. Maybe tomorrow. And I'll be here tomorrow to do another reading, okay? We're going to do an extended reading as well. We'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do an oracle card. There's a link in the corner. There's a link down below in the video description. New readings for Aquarius on Tuesdays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you are watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we are all in this together.